Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen, and if you're new here, this is a corner of the internet where I come at you every other week and share what I've been making. I do a lot of knitting, crochet, weaving, spinning, beadwork. I do it all. I'm multi-craftual, so if that is something that you're interested in, you're in a good place. And this week, we are talking about, are you ready for it? We're talking about knitting. And I know it's been a while since I've talked about knitting. To be honest, my knitting mojo has not really been present, you know, because I've been distracted by all the other things that I've been into, specifically crochet, bead weaving, weaving on a loom, and gosh, I feel like there's something else that quilting. Quilting has made a comeback lately. So yeah, I've been pretty distracted, but my friends, I'm happy to report my knitting mojo is not dead because I have a finished object to share with you this week. This is the Love Note sweater by Tin Can Knits. If you've been watching this channel for quite some time, you know that I knit this sweater several years ago. However, it unfortunately shrunk in the wash. Do not ask me how it ended up in the wash, but it did, and it shrunk, and it was a very sad day because I love that sweater. I wore it with pretty much everything. It was this beautiful purple color. It was I actually knit it out of my hand-dyed yarns, Voolenvine Yarns, out of the Bronte colorway, holding it together. I think it was holding it together with Volca or Nouveau. I think it was my single ply base held together with mohair, my ghost lace base. Anyway, it was a really, I was in love with the sweater, and unfortunately, it is no more. But fast forward to today, I have a new one, and this time I knit it out of the yarn that I brought back with me from my trip to Amsterdam last Christmas. So while we were there, I had to stop by Stephen Penelope and pick up some souvenir yarn, and I picked up a sweater's quantity worth of West Wool, Stephen West's yarn line in Bicycle, which is 100% South American wool, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of buying yarn from Amsterdam, you know, souvenir yarn in particular, if this is made in South America, which it's beautiful, gorgeous yarn. I think I was just, you know, I was at Stephen and Penelope and I wanted to get Stephen West's wool. So anyway, neither here nor there. Love the yarn. But yes, this is his Bicycle base. It's a 2-ply fingering weight in sage, and I held it together with his Glowhair line in Wellington. And oh my gosh, guys, this color combo, I'm obsessed. I mean, look how beautifully it marls. I mean, that is stunning. And I love this color. I mean, you know, don't tell mauve, which is my favorite color. I wear it quite often, but greens lately, I don't know, they're working their way into my heart, and especially like this sagey green. It's just so pretty. But it's done. It's done. It did take a little bit of a hiatus from working on it. I believe I cast this on in March, and I stopped working on it all summer because, you know, it goes without saying, it's summer, it's too hot to be working on something with mohair and wool. Although, if you're sitting in air conditioning, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, it wasn't giving me summer vibes, so I took a break. But for some reason, these past few weeks, I've been on a finishing kick. So just in my mind, I just want to get a whole bunch of things finished, done, off the needles, off the loom, off the hook, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm really happy that this is done and ready to wear for the cooler weather. And while I love this sweater and I'm going to live in it all winter, all fall and winter long, the one thing I will say is that I think I knit the sleeves just a smidge too long. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is actually perfect. This is perfect. I'm fine. This is fine. Because I love long sleeves. This is all I do. Whenever it's cold out, I just pull my sleeves over my hands like so, and it's very cozy, very cozy. So I think I might leave it, but in practice, like when I'm just standing up, yeah, we got this going on. But, you know, I can just do that. That's fine. That's fine. If I want to, if I really want to, I can just rip back and re-knit the sleeves, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But I'm trying to think what else I want to say about this. Yeah, beautiful wool. I do have a whole extra skein and then some. I would say this is about 3/4 of a whole skein right here. So I've got enough yarn to do something else with it. I'm not sure I have enough mohair, because I was thinking what I could do with this is knit another Oslo hat by Petiteknit. If you recall, I did cast on another Oslo. First of all, I live in the first Oslo hat that I knit. It's just a black, very basic black beanie with a fluffy pom-pom on top. Live in that thing all winter. But it would be nice to mix things up. So I would like to knit a version just marling these colors together again. And I even have a pom-pom. This is like a faux fur pom-pom that I picked up from my local yarn shop, or one of my local yarn shops. Pick up every stitch. It's just so fun. It's so fun. I don't have an extra skein of this, so I may order some more yarn from Stephen and Penelope. I know shipping is going to be a sticky wicket with all these crazy tariffs, so I'll have to take that into account. Anyway, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. But yes, otherwise, love this sweater to death. It is cropped, so it does come, you know, just right below my waist dip right here, and it does have some short row shaping in the back, so it dips down a little extra. It's just, oh, I'm in love. I'm so in love, guys. What a great sweater. What a great project. If you are new to sweater knitting and you don't mind a little lace, I mean, this lace yoke right here, my gosh, guys, super easy. One thing I should also mention is it does have a provisional cast on the neckline, which is, when I first started knitting, I was very apprehensive to start any project if it incorporated a provisional cast on. But guys, it's not that complicated at all. When it comes to a provisional cast on, all you're doing is crocheting a long chain, however many chains the pattern says to chain, and then you are going in with your knitting needles and picking up those bumps in the chain and knitting them, and then joining it in the round, and that's your provisional cast on. So after you're done knitting your project and you have to go back to your provisional cast on, you go in and pick up those knit stitches and then unravel your crochet chain. So if the thought of doing a provisional cast on turns you away from certain patterns like it did me, guys, just dive right in. Dive right in. I'll add it to my running list of tutorials that I want to shoot for this channel if that's something that you're interested in. But anyway, yay, finished object. Finally, knitting is back. And I did go ahead and cast on a new pattern. I mean, this pattern's been around for a couple years now, I think. It is a Stephen West pattern, and that is the Woolly Waffle, the Woolly Waffle Shawl by Stephen West. And yeah, I've actually had this pattern on my queue, my Ravelry queue, for a while now, and I don't know, I was feeling it. I found a color combination of Voolenvine Yarns, my hand-dyed yarns. In case you don't know, shameless plug, I am the dyer behind Voolenvine Yarns, my hand-dyed yarn company. And yeah, occasionally I like to knit with my own yarn. So I was reading one of my shop updates, as I do, and found this really interesting color combination that I was like, I need to do something with that. So that was History Bound, which is this colorway right here. It's just kind of like this, I want to say peachy brown with rust speckles in it. I'm going to pop a photo of what they look like in the skein, just so you can get a full idea of the color combo that I'm going with. So I found this one, and then I found Forage, so you can see how it kind of fades into, these two colorways kind of fade into each other, because this kind of echoes, these peachy shades right here echo the shades that are in this skein right here. And then I have Nevermore, which is a shaded solid. I'm actually thinking about just throwing this in the dye pot again and adding black speckles, like just darker speckles, because the next colorway that it's gonna fade into is Grim. I cannot get away from this colorway, guys. It's a shaded solid black, but for some reason I have to knit with it all the time. All my projects need black in it because it goes with everything. I don't know, it's my favorite color. It's the color that I wear the most. What can I say? But yeah, I'm thinking, because yeah, Nevermore also has some kind of like purplish shades that are in Forage as well. So I may just throw this in the dye pot again and just add some speckles so that it fades nicely into Grim thereafter. So yeah, but here is where I am with the Woolly Waffle Shawl. Yeah, so here we go. This is the top. Look how fun. Really fun. And guys, this pattern is very, very simple. It's exactly, I say this all the time. Every time I cast on a new knitting project, I always say it's exactly what my knitting soul needs, because all it is knits and purls. It's the waffle stitch, as the name suggests. You're just knitting waffle stitch. So knitting, purling. And guys, honestly, I know some people don't enjoy purling. I'm one of those people that actually doesn't mind it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with it. And I really love the texture of this. It's so pretty. So anyway, yeah, I'm using US size 7, so 4.5 millimeters. I'm getting pretty good at memorizing, converting US knitting needle sizes to millimeter knitting sizes. Anyway, one day I'll get the full chart memorized, but today's not that day. So I'm trying to think what else I want to say about this, other than, yeah, it's just been a really nice project to work on in the evenings. I'm watching a lot of weaving tutorials, so this is keeping my hands busy while I focus on, you know, those online courses. And again, I'm not sponsored, but in case you're curious, I am watching Jane Stafford's weaving school. Oh my goodness, guys, if you are interested in weaving at all, I mean, she dives deep. She goes into theory, weaving theory, color theory. I mean, they're like 9 seasons, so you know, you can just skip around whatever you're interested in. And right now I'm really interested in learning about overshot weaving, so you know, planting the seed for the next video, guys. For you guys. I think the next video I publish is going to be about weaving, because I do have some stuff on my rigid head loom at the moment that, because again, I am kind of in a finishing mode, so I do want to get something off of there. Anyway, I digress. We were talking about knitting today. So yes, this is my Woolly Waffle Shawl by Stephen West, knitting it out of Voolenvine Yarns on my Smitten DK base, which I did not mention. So my Smitten DK base is, as the name suggests, a DK base. It's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So very, very squidgy, very, very soft. Oh my goodness, buttered kittens to the max. So this is gonna be very, very cozy come cooler weather. Very, very excited. The other thing that believe it or not, I have another knitting project to share with you. Oh my gosh, who am I? Who am I? This is something that I was working on couple weeks ago, and then I honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I've completely lost steam on it. Are you surprised? No, but that was a sweater for Willow. So another Stephen West pattern, the Bubble Pup sweater. If you don't know, Stephen West has a whole range of really adorable dog sweater patterns. My gosh, guys. And I was talking to channel members about this project, and I cast it on because I was inspired, guys. Sometimes my inspiration comes from the craziest places, and I was browsing the Stanley Cup website. Not sponsored whatsoever, just, you know, I have a Stanley. Somehow I ended up on their mailing list, and they were having a sale, so I clicked on the newsletter and was just browsing their website and found a color combination that I really liked and became obsessed with, and realized that I actually dyed that color combo. So on the same base, Voolenvine Yarns, Smitten DK, sorry guys, I'm reaching, in these 3 colors. So, you know, I'm not gonna bother popping a photo of the Stanley water bottle that has these colors, but you get the idea. So this is my sage colorway. This is glacial. And then this is Phantom Hydrangea. And sorry, the light is probably blowing them out, but this is just, you know, if you've ever seen a Phantom Hydrangea flower, it's just like this very light, ghostly faint green, whitish green, I don't know. But yeah, this is more of like a buttery, it's a very light, buttery yellow, if you will, with a hint of green to it. Some green tones in it. And then we have Glacial, which is just a very icy, light blue. And then Sage, which is, you know, like a bluish blue. Not as sage as this. This is more blue, but sage nonetheless. And I began knitting the Bubble Pup cardigan, and it is super cute, guys. But it is very bright. I mean, again, my puppy Willow, she can pull off these colors very well, but when I showed this to Dennis, the thing that completely took the wind out of my sails was when he said that he's like, please do not make me walk Willow in this thing. And I was like, So yeah, it is a bit, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit loud, you know? But I think I want to revisit this pattern with some more earthy tones, earthy autumnal tones. I think it would be super cute. But I mean, it is adorable, guys. Come on, come on. What do you think? Should I finish it? Should I not finish it? It is a bit bright. I don't think I'm gonna finish it. Oh well, oh well, oh well. You win some, you lose some. What can I say? So yes, my friends, that is what I've been working on. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed how much knitting I've been getting done these past few days. Because yeah, again, my knitting mojo has been kind of in the dumps. Like I haven't been wanting to knit on anything because all the other fun crafts that I want to try. But anyway, I'm glad knitting is making a comeback. It is really nice to just let my hands go on autopilot, you know, when I'm just kind of winding down for the day, or just want to take a break. I don't have to use my brain too much. So, all right, my friends, yes, that is all the crafting that I have to share with you this week. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. And if you're new here and you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe down below. As always, I'm putting out videos for your viewing pleasure every other week. But if you want to get more of yours truly and unlock some bonus content, consider becoming a member of this YouTube channel. Your support definitely helps me to keep making fun videos like this for you guys. And you can do that by either joining right here on YouTube, over on Patreon, or on Substack. And a big, huge thank you to my existing members. You guys are the best. And that said, happy making, and I will see you on the next video.